What's up, YouTube? It's Seraphim. Today we're watching 20 scary ghost videos that will traumatize you. I know we did recently the Joe Rogan podcast. It wasn't really scary. So this might, take the cake. Well, this is gonna be a long video, so get everything you need, lock in. Get everything you need and lock in. Get your drink, your beverage, get your snacks. It's about to be a long one. Alright, let's start.
Night at an Airbnb, two friends capture something on camera that neither of them can explain. The person recording is Emma Jean, and the reason she began filming was because of her dog, Rosie, who, out of nowhere, started acting up. Either someone or something was nearby, causing Rosie to bark uncontrollably, or at least, that's what Emma believed. What made this moment even stranger was that Rosie wasn't known to behave this way. According to Emma, Rosie had always been a quiet and mellow dog, unlike others of her breed. But in the clip you're about to see, she's clearly not her usual self.
There it goes. Very fun episode. Jump. There it goes. Yeah. Yeah. What is this first? Where's the ghost? Right there. Where? Where is it? She's staring at her.
Confused by her behavior, Emma jokingly suggests Rosie might be barking at a ghost. At first, the two friends laugh it off, until something chilling happens next.
What the f***?
For just a moment, a mysterious shadow appears on camera, then vanishes. As Emma pans the camera across the room, nothing is visible nearby that could explain the shadow's sudden appearance. But that wasn't all. Emma later noticed something even more disturbing when reviewing the footage in slow motion. The silhouette doesn't just appear, it seems to reach out toward Rosie. That detail, combined with Rosie's intense reaction, led some viewers to believe the entity might be the lingering spirit of a cat that once lived, and possibly died, in that Airbnb. Whatever it was, Emma was visibly shaken by the sighting. And to this day, the identity of the shadow figure remains unknown. What's up, Silent Nightmare family? I have something huge to share with you today. We just crossed an incredible mile.
Alright, I'm gonna pause right there. That did not look like a cat paw. Like a cat swiping at a dog. No, it looked like a whole hand, a human hand. I don't understand. I don't know.
Milestone, 50,000 subscribers. But now it's time to set our sights even higher. If we hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of September, 10 lucky subscribers will each receive a $50 gift card. You can choose any gift cards. That's $500 in total prizes as a thank you to this amazing community. It's super easy to enter. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like this video, comment below with your favorite Silent Nightmare video or your scariest camping story. That's it. Let's hit 100K together and celebrate the only way we know how, with a massive giveaway. There's a place in Ohio known as Helltown, and many who've visited have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of unease. To some, this comes as no surprise, especially when you learn about the terrifying history that surrounds this eerie location. Helltown was originally settled by a group of Native Americans who suffered devastating losses during a brutal conflict with settlers and colonial troops. Many lives were taken during the bloody battle, and those who survived eventually abandoned the area in search of a new home. Fast forward to the present day, and Helltown continues to inspire fear. Locals and visitors alike often avoid going there alone, convinced that a dark curse lingers over the land, especially considering the misfortune that befell those who moved in after the Native Americans left. On one particular night, Chris Hill, a name some of you may recognize from previous videos, made the decision to explore Helltown for himself. What he captured on camera that night was nothing short of chilling. As Chris made his way through a thick, shadowy forest, he stumbled upon an old barn. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary, until he ventured beyond it.
The barn of Hilltown.
While approaching a nearby clearing, distant howling broke the silence. Chris understandably became nervous. The sounds, echoing from the darkness, were intense and unnerving.
It's like a little shack back here. I'm surprised this barn is still standing despite how old it is. What the hell is that? What the fuck? What the f is that?
While many might chalk it up to a pack of coyotes, the sudden outburst still had Chris on edge. But things didn't stop there. Shortly after the howls faded, Chris continued deeper into Helltown. And that's when he froze.
I keep hearing something. It sounds like it's following me. What the fuck is that? What's that?
That's eyeballs. Like that has to be like a coyote or something. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's a shapeshifter or a chupacabra. Like it's not. It's probably a coyote or something. But that's crazy. That's something scary to run into though in the dark. Yeah.
Something's over there. I can hear it.
In the distance, just beyond the tall grass, a pair of glowing eyes appeared. Whatever it was seemed to be watching him, hiding in silence. Chris quickly realized this wasn't just his imagination. Whatever he saw was real, and it was tall. The grass around him stood at least 6 feet high, yet the creature's eyes were still clearly visible above it. That was enough for Chris to call it a night. What began as a typical urban exploration quickly turned into something much more disturbing. Like many who came before him, Chris left with more questions than answers. Viewers of his footage agree. There's something strange about Helltown. Whether it's paranormal or something else entirely, one thing is certain. It might be best to steer clear of this place. Who knows what truly lurks in Helltown after all these years? This footage was shared by Christian Breen, who recently received a chilling video from a friend named Amanda. According to Christian, Amanda has a unique gift. She claims to communicate with the dead. She's been doing this for quite some time and fully identifies as a medium. Due to her ability to see and interact with spirits, she's often distracted by things that others can't see. During one particular live stream with 2 friends, Amanda suddenly became visibly alarmed by something in the corner of the room. What followed was unsettling.
He drank all of it.
Yeah. You good?
For like 10 minutes this went on. And I'm like, oh my god, could you stop?
Oh, you're looking at your cat.
No, somebody just walked through my kitchen and Bobby freaked out. Did you see him run?
I saw, yeah.
He's still sitting there looking at it.
What is it?
And his, like, tail is
Yeah, I saw his
swishing.
tail.
I'll move.
Is the person still there?
Bobby, you okay? I don't know. It still, like, feels really weird in here, but I only saw it, like, for a second. That's also the same direction that when you said that there were... Oh my god, it's Brendan. He's outside now, thank God. Brendan? No, he's not.
Stop, Amanda. No, it's not.
No, he's not. There's
Stop.
literally...
Wait, how'd your door just open?
No one's out there.
You're lying.
How did her door
No,
just open?
I'm not.
Is he messing with you?
No.
Call your mom or something.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna text someone.
Tell him to come down here.
I literally live in the middle of nowhere. You guys saw my door open.
Yes. That
At first, she assumed it was her husband, Brendan, playing a prank. She got up and opened the door to investigate, but like a scene straight out of a horror film, there was no one there. Amanda quickly closed and locked the door, almost instinctively, as though she sensed something wasn't right. Earlier, she had noticed her cat acting strangely, possibly picking up on something she couldn't yet see. But after confirming no one was at the door, Amanda seemed to fully grasp that something was seriously off. Whatever it was, it gave off a threatening presence. While not much else is known about what unfolded after that,
No. We're gonna keep on going through this. No. Ghosts, I swear to God, spiritual realm, it's real. It's a real thing. And it's nothing to play about. That's proof right there. That's proof right. She thought the cat can't open a door. Not just that. Was the door locked? If the door was locked, then explain how the door opened. Or maybe maybe sometimes people will leave their door unlocked. But either or, the cat didn't even put its paw on the knob to turn it. So it's right there. That's why we don't play with ghosts. That's why we do not mess with ghosts. We don't do anything with ghosts. I don't even play the Ouija board. That's too much. No.
moment, the mystery remains, at least until Christian decides to share more. It's around 2:30 in the morning when a man known as Zark records himself reacting to videos online. But this time, something feels different. This reaction video would turn into something far more terrifying than anything he's uploaded before. This wasn't Zark's first brush with the unexplained. In earlier videos, he shared unsettling experiences from his old apartment. Stories of clocks that stopped working, and pets that mysteriously passed away shortly after being brought home. So when he moved to a new place, Zark hoped those experiences would be left behind, but they weren't. Only weeks after settling in, the same strange occurrences began happening again.
So I hope you can see the clock is stuck. It's most probably a battery fault, but two clocks going at the same time, it's obviously is very suspicious.
Alright, bye-bye.
The doorbell rang late at night, but no one was at the door. At first, Zark brushed it off as a possible prank, but just days later, things took a
Now we start the hunt.
And I'm really excited for people to tune in to the Copenhagen tests.
Either our communications has been hacked or someone's turned on us.
You're the mole, Alexander.
It's got romance, it's got paranoia.
He's being weird, right?
It's got incredible action sequences.
If they think the hack is still undiscovered, we can use that.
The show's definitely got it all.
I think the adrenaline kicked in.
You're telling me?
Round up spare change into saving stocks of Bitcoin and you use your Cash App card.
Give me 17 cents on Bitcoin.
Gabrielle turned her passion into a thriving business with Hostinger. Now it's your turn to take your idea online. Create and launch your website in
took a darker turn. One night, the keys hanging by the front door began to move.
His doorknob started dangling. Like, I don't understand, like, how this is possible. I don't understand, like, this is just something that just happens, and I'm glad it doesn't happen to me. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I can't do ghosts. I can't do it. It's just not in my heart. Not in my heart. Because I know if they're doing this, it's not something that's pure and kind. No, it's something demonic. Something demonic. Something that wants to steer you away from yourself. It needs attention. It wants attention. Like, no.
On their own. Thinking it was a breeze, Zark checked for a draft, but found nothing. There was no explanation. He tried to ignore it until a few nights later, while filming a late-night reaction video in his living room, something even more terrifying occurred.
Oh, there's the white shadow.
Nope. Just open the door. You're not gonna open the door? It's a knock.
A sudden violent bang hit the door. Startled, Zark froze. Fearing someone or something was on the other side, he slowly backed away. But when he checked, there was nothing there. The experience left him deeply shaken. In a follow-up video, Zark openly shared just how much the ongoing activity was affecting him.
The ghost is not scary. They just f your life up. You see, the worst part of the haunting is not the activity which happens at night or any noise disturbance or I'm sorry.
It was clear the situation was taking a toll on his mental health. He began to wonder if something had followed him from the old apartment, something he couldn't escape. And just when things seemed to calm down, the most disturbing moment yet was captured. A voice, his son's voice, calls out from the other side. But when Zark checks his son's room, he's fast asleep in bed. If his son never left the room, then who or what was mimicking his voice? Zark continues to document the strange occurrences in hopes that someone out there might have answers. But so far, no one's been able to explain what's happening. Whatever is haunting him, it hasn't gone away. In another eerie clip, a woman began filming her neighbor's house after noticing something unusual. The garage lights were on, an odd sight considering the neighbor was away on vacation, far from home. As she passed by and kept her eyes on the garage, something chilling occurred. A dark figure could be seen darting back and forth inside in a frantic motion. It moved erratically for several seconds before coming to an abrupt stop and appearing to stare directly out of the garage window. It was as though it had noticed the woman watching from outside. Given that the homeowner was confirmed to be out of town, the question remains, who or what was moving around inside that garage? Like many other unsettling clips, this one ends without answers, leaving behind nothing but questions. At around 3:50 in the morning, a man living alone in his apartment is suddenly woken up by the sound of footsteps on the staircase. Nervously, he makes his way to the stairs to see who or what is there. What he captures next is bone-chilling. The man, named Aaron, had recently received tragic news. His downstairs neighbor, who hadn't been seen for weeks, was found deceased inside his apartment. The awful smell and the swarm of flies Aaron had noticed coming from the neighbor's window were all explained by this horrific discovery. The news deeply disturbed him, especially knowing the body had been decomposing directly below his apartment. But on one particular night, it wasn't just the memory that kept Aaron awake, it was something else. At 3:40 a.m., he hears creaking sounds from the staircase, followed by an eerie noise coming from the bathroom as if someone was hiding inside. Ever since his neighbor passed away, strange things have been happening. Lights flickering on their own, footsteps echoing late at night. It's all becoming too much for Aaron to ignore. One night, disturbed by yet another unexplained occurrence, Aaron pulls out his phone to document it.
Here we go again. The lights. Ooh.
What you looking for?
See?
No.
Again. I'm not gonna run.
No.
Oh shit.
The lights flicker once
I'll
again,
run too.
and objects seem to move by themselves, as if an unseen presence is lurking nearby. After this night, Aaron becomes increasingly worried. Convinced something paranormal is going on, he turns to the advice of his viewers. As a last resort, someone suggests a cleansing ritual involving sage and an egg. With nothing to lose, Aaron gives it a try.
Use what y'all said and put the egg in the middle of the room. The egg in the middle. Okay. It keeps going out. Okay, it's good. Okay. If anything is here, you are not welcome. Is it going out? Oh, it's good. You're not welcome here. You have to leave. You're not welcome. I really didn't want to light. You're not welcome here. You have to leave. There we go. Don't show no fears. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome. In the corners. I think it's moving. Not welcome here. You have to leave, find your way out. Okay, I think that's enough. I think I'm just getting the spirit mad.
While saging the apartment, he notices a floor lamp begin to shake by itself. Then, a hanging decoration above the doorway starts swaying on its own. But the most disturbing moment comes when Aaron cracks open the egg, only to find a thick, dark substance inside. According to viewers familiar with this ritual, such a result points to something truly malevolent inhabiting the home. Feeling even more unsettled, Aaron tries again, this time using a different type of sage and leaving the windows open, just as instructed.
Here we go. So if there's a demon in here, you are not welcome. You have to leave. You're not welcome. Still smoking. It's barely lit. You know, people don't think that you're real. People actually think that you don't exist, but I want to show them. So show yourself. Don't be scared. Just show yourself. Come out. Okay. Something's definitely showing itself. But it's okay because I got the sage on this. It's barely lit, but it's okay. It's still lit. I'm okay.
You're charged with the murder of your wife.
I didn't hurt her.
A detective on trial.
You have 90 minutes to prove your innocence.
A crime he must solve.
Can I see the cameras? Someone was in my basement.
You must move from one piece of the puzzle to the next.
Mercy. Rated PG-13. Only in theaters.
Make 2026 your year for better sleep. Find your perfect sleep solution today at Raymore and Flanagan. Our convenient find.
My name is Jamal. I am a professional chef, working long days as a chef.
I'm scared to go around this corner. See, here we go. Okay. Actually, I turn on this light. And I kind of don't want to turn around. Okay. Well, if you're here, you have to leave. Or do something to this egg. Do something to this egg. Move it. Maybe it left out the window or something. Okay, let's go do the egg so I can leave my apartment. There's nothing on my hand, nothing. I want to get out of here. Okay, here you go. And again. I don't know why.
But once again, mysterious footsteps echo down the stairs. And when he cracks the second egg, it's even darker than the first. Understandably terrified, Aaron's anxiety intensifies. Even his friends, who stop by for support, witness strange and unexplainable things happening right before their eyes. Just a few days after the second cleansing, something else occurs.
So the TV turned off right now by itself. This has been happening too.
Nah, dude. Something like that, dude, you gotta. I feel like I've seen that before. You gotta. Whenever since I was young, you gotta like call it out or something. Like you just gotta call like. Literally, bro, just like, is anybody here? Anybody here? Like, no, you just anybody here?
A remote control moves across a surface completely on its own. No strings, no tricks, just an object gliding mysteriously, as though pushed by an invisible force. With no clear answers, Aaron continues documenting these eerie occurrences, hoping someone, anyone, might be able to help him figure out what's haunting his home. It was late one night when Sarahi was asleep, but her daughter Regina was suddenly awoken by the sound of a cat, which seemed to be coming from inside the nearby closet. She began recording as she cautiously approached to check it out. However, the family didn't own any pets, which made the situation even more unsettling. But what happened next is where things took a terrifying turn.
Empiezan a escuchar ruidos. Escuché como un gato, como dos gatos que se estuvieran peleando dentro. Oh, se escucha mucho. Suyos está abriendo el closet. Pero voy a checar porque parecen gatos.
A pale, eerie face can be seen staring at her through the small opening in the closet, before quickly pulling back out of sight. Regina was left horrified, but this was just the beginning. Over the next few nights, they started noticing something lurking in the shadows around the house. Whatever it was seemed to hide just out of reach, blending into the darkness as if it were a part of it. One late night, strange noises started coming from the kitchen, prompting Sarahi and her daughter to investigate together.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? No manches, mami. ¿Qué es eso?
Se movió. Vamos. No, vamos, como chingos que no. Vamos. Sin dejar de ver. Aquí se movió. Aquí estaba. Aquí estaba.
No manches, ya no hay nada.
Ay, no hay nada, Regina.
¿Se desapareció o qué?
No sé.
No manches, no.
Ya no hay nada.
Then the following night, they once again heard the sound of a cat and tried to confront whatever was making it.
Estamos viéndolo. ¿Quién eres? Tú no eres un gato.
¿Qué pasó? ¡Ay, qué es eso!
Vete de aquí, ¿quién eres?
¿Qué es eso?
¿Quién eres? Te estoy grabando, ¿quién eres? ¿Por qué estás aquí en mi casa? Tú no eres un gato. Tú no eres un gato. Te ordeno que te vayas de mi casa. No manches. No manches. ¿Qué es eso, Regina? Se abrió la puerta. Se abrió la puerta. Se abrió la puerta. ¡Ay, güey! Se me abrió la puerta. Vámonos, 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 vámonos. Regina, están tocando. Préndelo. Ya le hablé a la policía. Y ahorita va a venir. Tráeme un palo, Regina. Tráeme algo. Tráeme algo. Va a venir ahorita la policía. Corre. ¿A qué estás molestando aquí? Ya te habías ido. ¿Qué quieres? ¿A quién quieres? ¿A quién quieres? ¿A Regina o a quién quieres?
In the darkness, something could be seen, mimicking the sounds of a cat. Fearing for their safety, Sarahi decided to call the police. When officers arrived and thoroughly searched the home, they found nothing unusual. But ever since that night, whatever had been tormenting them vanished. Sarahi and Regina believe it may have been a witch of some kind. Still, like many of these cases, this one ends in mystery. On March 23rd, 2023, somewhere in Oregon, a motorcyclist was filming his ride through an off-road trail when something completely unexpected happened. The rider, whose name is Eden, had been on this trail before, but for some reason, he felt uneasy this time. He couldn't shake the feeling that something about the path was different. As he ventured deeper into the trail, something unsettling was caught on camera.
That's kind of creepy. Go this way. This is where most people would turn around. If you turn around, you never get to see what's on the other side. That's where all the gold is waiting over there. Could be missing out what's on the other side.
You can hear the sound of something or someone approaching. While it could have been a bobcat, especially since a pile of animal bones nearby suggested this might be its den, Eden couldn't shake the feeling that something else was out there. Fearing for his safety, he decided to turn back and head home. But months later, Eden returned to the same spot. And this time, something happened that would haunt him forever.
Oh God, the bones are still here. I don't like this at all. Oh God, there's even more bones than last time. It's been a few months since I filmed the last video, because honestly I've just been too scared to come up here. Definitely a lot more overgrown than last time. I'm hoping that since it's been such a long time that I don't think anything will happen this time. I think that tree is actually gone. This road's been cleared. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. Oh! It's just dark as hell in here. I'm probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail goes on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. That was my cue to go. That was my...
The woods suddenly fell completely silent, and during this eerie stillness, Eden spotted what appeared to be a tall, pale figure slowly emerging from the bushes. On closer look, it seemed to be crouching and moving in a way that suggested it was stalking something, or someone. Terrified, Eden tried to start his bike, his breath quickening, but the engine refused to turn over. Panic set in. After several tries, the bike finally roared to life, and Eden sped off, fleeing the area as fast as he could. To this day, he has no idea what that creature was. Some viewers speculate it could have been a skinwalker, or some other supernatural entity. But one thing is certain, this experience was enough to convince Eden that some places are better left unexplored.
Ridiculous.
This video comes from James Fodder, who recently purchased a doll from a secondhand store. Apparently, the doll is worth far more than what the shop was selling it for, so James decided to buy it. However, ever since bringing it home, strange things have been happening. From hearing unusual noises at night to seeing doors open and close on their own, James suspects the doll may be the cause of the bizarre activity in his house. To find out, he sets up a camera in an empty room and places the doll in front of it, hoping to capture some sort of evidence that might prove it's haunted. At first, nothing unusual is caught during the first few nights of recording, but then, one night, something very strange occurs. The camera James uses is motion sensitive. It automatically pans toward any detected movement. In the footage, we can see the camera panning slowly around the room, as though it's detecting movement from somewhere unseen.
Build a website you love with Wix, where your words create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Wix.
You wanna do it your way.
Get hooked up on everyday spending with Cash App offers.
Could it be that the camera is picking up on an invisible presence? Or is the device simply malfunctioning? While a camera glitch seems like the most likely explanation, something deeply unsettling happens 2 nights later that makes James think otherwise. James wasn't home when this happened. He later writes, "I've been leaving the closet doors open so no one thinks I'm hiding in there. I honestly don't know what to say." This is what was captured.
Man, I thought that was about to be way worse. Oh my god.
From inside James's bathroom, a dark, shapeless figure seems to emerge. It quickly darts across the floor before vanishing completely. James believes this may have been the same presence the camera detected earlier, and that it could be attached to the doll. Since then, he's been recording footage at night more frequently, but he had no idea that he'd soon capture something even more terrifying. One night, while James is asleep in his upstairs bedroom, something chilling happens.
That dog just man-spread it. He just spread his legs. That ain't a dog, that's a grown-ass man. I'm just saying. You say you got a little bit of that wabi-sabi. He said, I'm scary. Trust and believe. That dog just man-spread it. Spread his legs. He needed... They got wabi-sabi. Oh! That's a grown-ass man. Can't tell me anything otherwise.
The doll suddenly moves on its own. It shifts slightly for a few seconds,
Man spread.
then goes completely still.
Rocking
Feeling
back
disturbed,
and forth.
James posts the footage online, asking others if they could explain what happened. It's unclear whether James will keep the doll much longer, but many agree it might be best if he keeps it locked away
Get
for
it
now.
out. Get him
Because
out.
whatever happened in that room certainly deserves to be taken seriously. As always, what are your thoughts? Was this something truly paranormal? Or could there be another explanation?
No, that's
This video
paranormal.
comes from a woman who recently moved into a new house with her daughter. The strange thing she began to notice was that every time she left the house and came back, the light in her daughter's bedroom would be turned on, despite her being absolutely certain she had left it off.
Le voy a hacer este video para ver si está prendida la luz de la pieza de las nenas. Ay, no. Tengo miedo. Yo ayer la apagué. Ay, la reconcha de la lora. Ay, ¿cómo puede ser? ¿Cómo puede ser? A ver si está abierta la puerta del placar. Y la puerta del placar abierta, la concha de la puta lora.
One particular day, she saw the closet door open and the bedroom light on again, and this time, she was even more frightened than usual. After asking her daughter if she had anything to do with it and getting a firm no, she was left with no logical explanation for these odd occurrences. That's when she began to suspect something paranormal might be at play, especially considering the fact that the house used to belong to her grandfather, who had passed away.
Dejé ya prendida la luz, cosa que no tener que volver y que me encuentre con la luz prendida. O sea, que se me vuelva a prender porque la verdad es que me da mucho miedo de verdad. La puerta del placar no se volvió a abrir, es un ropero antiguo. Esta era la casa de mis abuelos. Mi abuelo falleció hace 3 años y esta era su habitación, así que a veces siento que está conectado él en esta casa. Pero más allá que es mi abuelo, me da miedo. Así que nada, no la vuelvo a apagar. Pero está todo en armonía y no hay nada extraño ni nada raro, sino que no vuelvo a apagar la luz porque me da...
The room in question, it used to be his. She began to believe that her grandfather might be trying to communicate with her, possibly using the mirror in the room as a portal, but viewers weren't convinced. It felt darker than that. Many commented that it could be something sinister pretending to be her grandfather. Things escalated when she decided to check inside her grandfather's old closet. What she found inside was beyond unsettling. An old photo of her great-grandparents, her grandmother's antique bassinet, a creepy clown doll with a rope and a disturbing laugh, and another broken doll stuffed in an old suitcase. As many of us know, clown dolls already have a reputation for being unsettling. From then on, she started leaving the light on herself, not out of habit, but so she wouldn't get spooked by finding it mysteriously turned on again. She hadn't planned on making any paranormal content, and she thought that would be the end of it. But after being accused by some of faking everything, she decided to post a follow-up video.
Acá vengo, en teoría la luz tendría que estar prendida, como ayer cuando vine, que estaba prendida porque no la volví a apagar. Así que ahora vamos a ver con qué nos encontramos. Vamos a cerrar el garage. Muy bien. Vamos a ver con qué nos encontramos hoy. Igual esto no sé si está bueno porque no sé si estoy abriendo algún portal. Creo que va a ser el último video que hago, porque no está bueno estar molestando a las almas. En teoría tendría que estar la luz prendida. Ahí se escucha el gato de mi vecino. Ahí no hay luz. Ah, sí hay luz. Bueno, no me anda la living. Está como muy oscura la casa. Vamos a prender la luz porque me da un poquito de miedo hoy. Estoy como asustada. Ah, no te la puedo creer. ¿Y por qué se desenfoca? No sé. Pero la luz está apagada. Quiero ver si es que hay algún problema. Quiero ver si es que hay algún problema con la lamparita o algo. Ah, no, listo. Listo, buenísimo. Se apagó la luz, o sea, yo no la apagué. Claramente no sé por qué está apagada.
This time, she deliberately left the light on before going out, and when she returned, she found it had been switched off. The light works normally in every other situation. It only behaves this way when she leaves the house. But that wasn't even the scariest part. The next morning, something terrifying happened.
La luz sigue prendida. ¿Qué mierda es eso? Esto es joda. ¡Ay, la puta madre que lo parió!
Her daughter's toy, a cat that activates by pressing a button, suddenly turned on by itself, making noises and then moving just as she approached it. Some viewers thought it might have been motion activated, so she uploaded another follow-up video to prove that wasn't the case. And that's when things really gave people chills.
Quiero mostrar una cosa, porque después me van a decir que el gato tiene una palanquita o algo para que camine o que haga miau o algo de esas cosas. La realidad es que no tiene nada, es un gato de mis hijas que solamente funciona si vos le apretás acá un botoncito que tiene. Quiero mostrar. O sea, si uno no lo aprieta, el gato no funciona. O sea, esto es real. Esto es real. No tiene nada, o sea, no tiene palanca, nada. Es solo si uno lo aprieta, que lo acabo de apretar.
She demonstrated that the toy only works when the button is pressed. Yet in the earlier video, it had reacted as she got closer, meowing and moving subtly. Not like a normal activation, but more like a reaction. She also mentioned that although the closet was old, she had it restored, reorganized the room, and eventually threw out the creepy dolls. No updates have been given since then. I think the clown doll might have had something to do with it, as we've seen in other unsettling videos like this.
I just heard knocking from the closet.
That's not a knock. That's a man. That's a man knocking at your door. I don't know why he also has that creepy behind gesture on his dresser. Like, why would you do that to yourself? You will wake up and you're just gonna, sleep paralysis demon. Oh no, it's just my gesture. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? No wonder you got a man knocking at your door.
At one point...
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I was only keeping it at 100. What did I say? Sleep paralysis demon. No, it's just a gesture. Doll said peekaboo. Like, come on. Do you really have to do this? Do we have to do this? Always trying to keep antique dolls that from the 1920s and shit. Like, you just leave. Just leave the dolls alone. Take them back to where they belong. In the ground. Somewhere dismantled.
You can even catch a glimpse of a pale figure with glowing eyes in the mirror's reflection. Whether or not that's just a trick of the light is up for debate.
That's an old
This next video
woman.
comes from a real estate agent who captured something seriously unsettling while filming herself on camera. She was doing a video tour for some clients interested in purchasing the home she's selling. It's common for her to film personalized walkthroughs of properties that clients want to see. In this case, a few of them had requested to see what the house looked like at night. So, she arrived at the house in the evening and began filming her tour with a short introduction. But as she continues recording, she captures this.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962. Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow.
Is it me you're looking for? Just ignore me. Ignore me.
Go ahead, do it again. You're on camera.
What up, chat? What up, chat? This is Simu Speed Runs. All right, today I'm going to show you some of my top speed runs. No cheats, no hacks, obviously. The boy's au natural. Clock is ticking, so let's get started.
You were hacked.
You're telling me it's real?
Someone's been watching and listening through you.
We need to use you to find them and destroy them. Tell me why you chose me.
This season, restore your ride for half the price. Stop by for a free estimate. Pick your paint package, pay up front. No drop-off required. You don't need a new car. Just a fresh start. Better get Mako.
The Aer Lingus January sale is now on. Get great savings on flights. Book now at aerlingus.com.
Open this door. Go ahead, open this door. Open this door like you did the other one. Come on, just move a glass or something. Go ahead, do it again. I'm not scared.
Spooked by what she saw, the realtor bolts out of the house in a full-blown panic. According to her, something extremely bizarre took place. But there's more. On her second viewing of the video, before the door even opens, something else can be seen. This detail went completely unnoticed the first time.
And my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow.
If you look closely, one of the portraits hanging on the wall appears to change. The face in the photo darkens subtly. And just a few seconds later, it shifts back to normal. The realtor said she hadn't noticed this at all during filming. But if she had, she probably would have run out even faster. Interestingly, she had already visited the house earlier that same day and said she felt uneasy even then. While showing the property to a couple of clients, some of the doors reportedly started opening by themselves. Whether or not she plans to continue listing the house is still unknown. On July 1st, 2024, an ambulance driver is seen standing far from his vehicle, visibly shaken and terrified. According to him, he had to pull over immediately after something deeply unsettling occurred. In his own words, he was driving back to base when he suddenly noticed something in the back of the ambulance. Upon realizing what it was, he slammed on the brakes and jumped out of the vehicle in a complete panic. Due to a lack of parking, he had pulled into a narrow alleyway. But even from a distance, he couldn't take his eyes off the ambulance. Something had clearly left him disturbed to the core.
I'm not sure how to talk about this, but well, first off, I've been an EMT just for a little bit, and like I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So as we driving back to base, I swear I seen a face in the rearview mirror. Like,
tell me as soon as you can.
Fuck, I need to turn this engine off though, cause like we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
I'm not trying to go back in this truck. don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like, it just, like it just flew open. Like, can y'all, oh. Nah, what the? What was that? Can y'all see it? Nah, hell no. Heck, nah.
It's no surprise the EMT refused to go back near the vehicle. Something, or someone, seemed to be inside. Although no face is visible on camera, which the EMT claimed to have seen earlier, a shadowy figure can be seen moving around. It darts from side to side, almost as if it's trapped inside. The driver believes that this strange presence may have caused one of the cabinet doors to swing open, something he says was accompanied by a loud thump. But the face he saw earlier? That still remains a complete mystery. Some speculate it could be the spirit of a person who tragically passed away inside the ambulance. Others have no explanation at all for what this might have been. Whether it was a ghost or something else entirely, the EMT was just relieved when a coworker came to pick up the vehicle. To this day, the question remains: what exactly was inside that ambulance? This video comes from the TikTok page Hockey First. What's eerie about this account is that they recently began live streaming. And during one of those live streams, viewers witnessed something bizarre. A person is seen descending what looks like a never-ending staircase, with lights constantly flickering on and off by themselves. The individual continues walking down the stairs for an extended period, yet never seems to get any closer to the bottom. Occasionally, strange things occur. At one point, the staircase even shifts over to the left side. But perhaps the most unsettling moment happens when a figure dressed in an all-black cloak appears on the stairs, slowly following the man recording, almost as if he's being chased. Some viewers claimed it might be a simulation, but that theory was challenged when people noticed the man's visible body and legs, as well as some faint talking in the background. Others suggested it could just be a clever loop, but the subtle changes and variations throughout the stream make that hard to confirm. The entire thing closely resembles the horror game SCP-087, which features a similar, dark, and seemingly endless staircase. So, what do you think? Is this a genuine creepy phenomenon caught live, or just a well-executed illusion? Let me know your thoughts. A man named Valente works as a nurse at a hospital and claims that many strange things have been happening inside the building, from doors mysteriously opening on their own to shadowy figures lurking in the darkness. Many of the staff say they experience all kinds of eerie events, especially when they're alone late at night. This next video was actually sent to Valente by a female security guard who was working the night shift alone, patrolling the hospital when something unsettling occurred. Unsure of what to make of it, she took out her phone and began recording. A strange knocking sound can be heard coming from one of the glass doors, but as she approaches to investigate, it's clear there's no one on the other side. Then, just as she turns away, the knocking returns, louder and more aggressive this time. Yet again, no one is there. Some believe these disturbing events could be connected to the number of lives lost inside the hospital. But what do you think? On March 2nd, 2025, a woman named Jeanette moved into a new apartment, completely unaware that she was about to capture something deeply unsettling on camera. Since getting the keys, she had been documenting her entire move-in journey. But during one of those recordings, something unexpected happens.
Can I help him?
Remember? Your friends?
No, I don't remember. Please get out. Please get out of my apartment. Please go of my apartment.
A man she claims to know suddenly shows up inside her apartment. It's believed he walked in after noticing the door had been left unlocked. While it's unclear whether he was ever caught, viewers were left baffled by something else entirely. In the video, the apartment door appears to open by itself just as Jeanette is walking toward it. Caught up in the moment, she didn't notice this until much later, when viewers pointed it out in the comments.
I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. All I know is whatever happened, I'm grateful to whatever opened this door, because if this didn't open, I don't know, some things probably...
Thankfully, Jeanette managed to escape safely and quickly got help. But even after this terrifying incident, nothing could prepare her for what happened just a few nights later. As she put it in her own words, "I have no words to explain this. While filming a cute video with her cat, something chilling takes place.
Your business is only using 20% of its data. Sure, you could search for the other 80% all over the place. Or you can find it in one place, HubSpot, where all the data makes all the difference. Learn more at HubSpot.com.
This hearty meal is a real big deal. Dinty Moore is the beer of meals.
Find your perfect sleep solution today at Ray Moore and Flanagan. Visit our sleep center to get a $25 reward card when you take a free mattress comfort test. Come in, get now.
They took me through the perfect fit zone and set me up with a 3D foot scan, which showed I was wearing the wrong size shoe.
idea what's going on or like what she's seeing that's scaring her. And this whole time, like, I'm just sitting here and it's like, what are you scared of? I don't see nothing wrong. Like, I don't know. I don't know. If you see something that I'm not seeing, comment it down below. Something. Just let me know, because I have no clue what's going on.
It seems the intruder wasn't the only presence inside her home. On her bed, an indentation starts to form, as if someone, or something, just sat down. Then, a second indentation appears, causing Jeanette to panic. She scurries to the corner of the room, trying to stay calm. From her camera's angle, the indentations are faint, but if you look closely, a dark speck or shadowy figure seems to appear on the bed. Frightened by the strange occurrence, and by someone she believes is lurking outside her door, she calls the police and spends the night at her neighbor's apartment. Her cat, of course, goes with her. Police were able to track down the intruder who had run off. But as for what happened inside that bedroom, they had no explanation. And strangely, this isn't the first time something like this has been reported.
He was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this. No. Oh my God.
Given both of these incidents, the question remains, what exactly is going on inside Jeanette's new apartment? And why does something unexplained seem to happen in the middle of a break-in? Jeanette continues to share her move-in journey online, and thankfully, there haven't been any more intrusions since. The next series of videos comes from the TikTok account, Dude, My House is Haunted. A man who claims to have been experiencing strange and unexplainable events inside his home for over a decade. For years, the activity was mild enough that he could ignore it and go on with his daily life. But recently, things have taken a much darker turn. The paranormal encounters have become so intense that he finally decided to install cameras throughout his house in an attempt to document what's been happening. He initially believed this presence could be the spirit of his late wife, who passed away many years ago. Objects would often be found out of place, and he'd sometimes witness things moving on their own, especially in the kitchen. Like this moment right here.
Well, as you can see, it's morning, guys. This is just a quick update because I gotta get to work. But when I got up this morning to get my coffee, I walked into the kitchen and saw this. So I guess you guys were right that activity seems to be picking up because I have been, doing renovations. I replaced all this stuff, this dishwasher, this stove, the oven hood there. But this morning when I came into the kitchen, I noticed the cabinet was open. And then I noticed this chair, so I checked the Ring video, and it definitely... and the refrigerator's been making a god-awful noise. It used to make another god-awful noise, like the fan bearings were screeching, and it was just such a loud whistle. Sometimes I'd just unplug it. But sometimes I could unplug it and plug it back in, and it would stop doing it. But now it's making this... Whoa! Okay, see, I didn't even move. I wasn't even moving. That's the first time that's happened since the last time. Okay, it's got to be a bed bearing, but I wasn't moving. Look at that. It's closed, and there's nothing on the edge. There's nothing on the edge that would, like here on this edge, that would push it out. And there's the magnet clip.
A chair begins to slowly slide across the floor, turning by itself, until
No! No! God, no! Well, what do you do in this situation? Do you move? Live in another house? Ask your cousin, can I rock with you till I get a new place? Will the entity follow you? Like, no. No. This is ridiculous. What do you do? Like, how do you get haunted by a ghost? But like, what bad luck do you have to get haunted by a ghost? I don't want to find out. I don't even want to be one of those type of people that experience stuff like this. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous.
Suddenly, a misty figure appears, hurling the chair violently across the room. After witnessing that, he started to question everything. Could this really be the gentle spirit of his deceased wife? Just days later, things escalated even further. While home alone, he sensed something dark and sinister standing behind him.
Remember how I said I didn't know how I'd react if this thing started touching me? It started walking towards me. Feel my hand on my back. Sorry. It terrified me. I froze. I don't know if my wife is in there, but his people seem stuck. They were all saying, "Help me."
This is what happened earlier that day.
Hey guys, my hall walker is back. I'm gonna go into the hallway and see if I can hear. Sounds like it's down at the end of the hallway. Right back there. That felt like somebody's right standing behind me. Holy fuck. That was somebody right behind me. It felt like their face was right here. Like they were really tall. I was frozen. I couldn't move. Oh. What the fuck? That's not my wife. And that's not his father. That felt like something really tall.
He began hearing whispers that sounded like the cries of tortured souls. At that point, he knew. this was not his wife. Then one night, he caught the attic door violently slamming shut by itself. He now believes that something truly evil may be living up there. And possibly, these souls are not just lost, but trapped, forced to suffer in that attic. Personally, I think that might be exactly what's going on. But what do you think? This video comes from a TikTok user named Juan, who doesn't have many uploads, but one of them stands out as particularly unsettling. He doesn't give much context, but according to him, he works the night shift at a public venue. During one of his shifts, he began to hear the sound of a baby crying, and it immediately gave him chills.
Güey, ¿qué pedo? No mames. No mames, y justamente en el baño de... ¿Quién está ahí? No, no mames. ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Qué pedo?
The cries seemed to echo the loudest through the public restrooms, yet no baby could be found anywhere. Some viewers were genuinely concerned, suggesting that the crying echoed through the pipes, and that, disturbingly, a baby might actually be trapped somewhere. Others speculated it could be nothing more than a hidden speaker or a prank. But this isn't the only time people have reported hearing ghostly baby cries. Another person claimed to have caught the same eerie sound in their own home. Some believe that dark entities can disguise themselves as children, even infants, in an attempt to draw people in. So, what exactly are we witnessing here? A supernatural lure, or just an elaborate hoax? Susie Soul Moore's family lived in a profoundly haunted house in England. The home was filled with strange and unusual.
The Pennsylvania Farm Show is happening now, but you don't have to come to Harrisburg to see it. PCN brings it all to you live and on demand. Watch the farm show on PCN or stream it with PCN Select.
Looking for a new home? Just search it how you'd say it. Realtor.com changed the way you search for homes. So you just say what you want and see what you want. Now that's real nice. Make it real with Realtor.com.
It's incredible that someone so
How was the sleepover, bud?
Freaking next level. We had blue apron, steak, and veggies. Joey's dad said, I can't believe this.
Usual items left behind by its former owners. Strangest of all, on the third floor, there was a peculiar painting left behind by a previous tenant. Susie claims that this painting is the most haunted object in the entire house. According to her, it often sparks eerie conversations with a spirit named Gilbert, who she believes resides within the painting.
I'm not stupid. I'm very smart. I'm the smartest in class. Okay, not really. Do you want this or do I keep it? much cold stuff.
One day, Susie and her brother approached her niece to ask about the spirit Gilbert.
You like him?
Yeah, Gilbert's like one of my best friends.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. I think the man that used to live here painted it.
Is Gilbert friendly? Does he speak to you?
Yeah,
What does he say?
because I don't pray.
That's when things took an even creepier turn. Without hesitation, Susie began digging for an old photo and more information about the family home. What she discovered was downright disturbing.
There's a photo of the house from 1916 and it was built in 1902. This would be the first or one of the first families to live in this house. As you can see, there are 6 people present in the photo. And looking at the English census records, I found that the father would be called John, the mother was called Maud. Next to on the balcony is her daughter Dorothy. Birth of a little boy called Gilbert was also registered here in 1911. So he would be about 5 or 6 in this photo. I'm unsure why he's not with the rest of his family in the photo, what they did to him. Just have an overwhelming feeling that something really terrible happened to him at the hands of his own family. The weirdest part is that this is where the sun painting is situated in the house.
Things in the house only got weirder. One day when Susie was home alone, she began to hear loud banging noises coming from upstairs. Without wasting a second, she grabbed her phone and started recording as she ventured upstairs to investigate. The atmosphere in the house grew more unsettling. One evening, while Susie was alone, she heard persistent banging sounds coming from the playroom where Gilbert's painting was hung. When she went to check, the room appeared completely empty. On another night, as she climbed the stairs, a heavy, eerie feeling filled the air. Inside the third-floor playroom, her niece began prying at the floorboards while softly singing, "You Are My Sunshine," a song that held strange significance, considering the spirit Gilbert was said to be connected to a painting of the sun. After the girl had gone to bed, Susie and her brother returned to the playroom to investigate the spot she had been picking at. What they discovered sent chills down their spines.
Looks like it comes up.
Beneath the floorboards, they uncovered an old Ouija board with an image of the sun that bore an uncanny resemblance to the haunted painting of Gilbert. Could there really be a spirit named Gilbert haunting the third-floor playroom of Susie's old house? Is this spirit trying to communicate with Susie's young niece? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This video follows a single mother named Alex, who recently moved into a new home, a former presbytery next to an old church. Legend has it, a cemetery lies buried beneath the property. The strange events began during her very first visit. A door slammed shut behind her. She brushed it off as a simple draft. But she was gravely mistaken. After settling in around late September of 2024, Alex started noticing strange occurrences, unexplained footsteps, mysterious noises, and fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures. One night, she and her cat were startled by loud banging sounds coming from a dark, empty room. What she caught on camera was chilling. A large teddy bear's right foot can be seen moving up and down by itself. But when she peeks behind the curtain, there's no one there. When she turns on the light, an eerie shadow appears on the wall. Another night, something begins pounding on her door.
She's speaking French?
C'est quoi cette putain de blague? C'est quoi cette merde, putain de merde? Je tremble, c'est horrible. Putain, il faut une putain de manette pour ce truc-là. Elle est où la manette? Elle est où la manette, putain? Ah putain.
Yeah, that kind of messed up my ear.
C'est quoi cette blague? On. Ah bah oui, putain, je suis con. Non mais le petit dort.
She checks the remote control. It's turned on, but unresponsive. All the while, her son sleeps undisturbed. The following evening, while her son is again sound asleep, one of his toys suddenly activates on its own. Alex goes to check.
C'est quoi cette putain de blague?
À bientôt pour un nouveau concert.
Super.
She finds the toy seemingly moving by itself. As she confirms her son is still dozing, the leg of a nearby giraffe toy shifts with no explanation. Alex believes these disturbing incidents might be tied to the home's unsettling past. But whether it's truly something paranormal, that's for you to decide. In this video, a woman is standing outside her home during a rainstorm when she notices something extremely unusual. The woman, known as Amanda, is on her patio when something nearby suddenly catches her eye. What she sees leaves her visibly shaken.
Please tell me y'all see this. Just watch. Watch straight out into that yard. Look, you see it? Look. And it happens again. Look. Look. See? Man, I'm telling you right now. Ignore my dogs. But look, man, I think it's time to move.
Due to the low lighting, it's initially difficult to make out exactly what Amanda is witnessing. But after some enhancements to the footage, something startling becomes clear. A mysterious figure dressed in white appears in the distance. Uncertain if her eyes were playing tricks on her, Amanda uploads the video online. Soon after, viewers begin pointing out the same thing. They too spot the eerie white figure. But what do you think? Is this truly a mysterious figure as many claim? Or could there be a logical explanation behind what Amanda captured on camera? A YouTuber known as My Name is Sam uploaded a video to his channel on September 10th, 2020, where he recounts a chilling experience. In his own words, "Lost power last night, so I went down to the basement to check the breaker box. On my way back up, I heard something coming from the laundry room and went to check. What I saw proved to me there's something in my house." As Sam tries to figure out the cause of the outage, he brings his camera along, and what he ends up capturing are eerie, unexplained noises that send chills down your spine.
Everything looks okay. I guess I'm gonna have to call the power company.
Just when it seems like things couldn't get any more terrifying, something even more disturbing happens.
These were closed.
This season, restore your ride for half the price. Stop by for a free estimate. Pick your paint package, pay up front. No drop-off required. You don't need a new car. Just a fresh start. Better get Mako.
Give your home a fresh start to the new year with savings up to 30% during the New Year New Style sale at...
This is the ED. It's not for the faint of heart.
Charged!
These were 100% closed. I never leave these open. If there's someone or something here, I want you to prove it to me. I want you to close one of these doors. Come on! Oh, if I'm being honest, I'm glad nothing happened.
To this day, Sam still doesn't know what caused the power outage, or what was lurking in his basement making those unsettling sounds. This video captures a woman live streaming from inside her home when something incredibly unsettling is caught on camera. The woman, known online as Cello Loca, is popular for her tarot card readings and other spiritual practices. While she usually performs tarot readings during her live sessions, this time she decided to do something a little different. She attempted a seance from the comfort of her home. Unaware of what was about to unfold, Cello began the ritual, speaking to a friend on the phone who was also watching the stream live. She sat in front of a mirror and attempted to make contact with the other side, when suddenly something chilling happened.
Inmovilizada. Mira que se hacen así.
Ahora se abre la puerta.
¿Dónde está la puerta? ¿Se ve la puerta?
Sí.
Ábrete, ábrete. Ábrete puerta. Ábrete puerta. Que se abra la puerta. Que se abra.
No posible. No posible.
Ay, tu madre, hija de puta. No me toquéis, que estoy protegida, ¿eh? No me toquéis, que estoy protegida. No vale, ya abro la luz, ya.
Out of nowhere, the door behind her slowly opened on its own. What's even more bizarre is that the door moved right after she asked the spirit to show a sign. Visibly shaken, she pauses to collect herself before continuing with the seance. But what happens next leaves her completely disturbed.
El espejo, por favor. ¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Estás enfadado? ¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Te puedes poner delante? Venga, ponte delante del espejo. Te quiero ver. Dios, tu puta madre. No, puta, me caigo.
Hostia, chalo, cuidado.
Whatever she saw or felt was enough for her to abruptly end the stream. Since the footage went public, many viewers believe Cello may have unknowingly connected with a dark or malevolent presence. Others think something entirely different may have responded to her call. While some skeptics argue it could all be staged to attract attention, many believe this might be authentic evidence of paranormal activity. A man appears to be visiting the grave of someone he once knew, when suddenly the sound of muffled screams can be heard coming from somewhere nearby. He begins to search for the source of the sound, and as he gets closer, he captures something truly unsettling. If you listen closely, you can make out what sounds like faint tapping, barely audible at first. But as he approaches a particular gravesite, the tapping grows louder, and then a muffled scream emerges from within the grave. Shaken to his core, the man realizes the sounds are coming from inside the grave itself. Could someone have been buried alive? Or, as many viewers believe, could this be the voice of a spirit trying to reach out from beyond? As always, we'll let you decide what exactly was captured in this chilling footage. This footage comes from the owner of a store in Mexico, a place with a long history of strange and unsettling events. While several incidents have been reported over the years, this one stands out as the most disturbing by far. Here's what the camera captured.
I don't know anything about that. That was real. That was real. There's no way you can fake that. It pulled her by her leg. You can't fake that. You can't fake it. It's impossible.
The store owner, who can be seen in the footage, was left completely stunned. Considering the bizarre activity that's been reported at this location, many viewers believe something dark may be at play. Could this be evidence of a supernatural force? Or is it an elaborate hoax pulled off with practical effects? Is it real or fake? Let me know what you think. On June 23, 2023, a man named Pablo Dostor was out exploring the woods with his dog when they stumbled upon something strange, a building hidden deep in the forest. It looked out of place, almost like it was never meant to be found. Curious, Pablo and his dog approached the mysterious structure, which appeared to be abandoned, but as they got closer, something made them stop in their tracks. Pablo couldn't explain it, but he was overcome by a heavy, uneasy feeling, as if something dark and unwelcoming was watching from within. The video Pablo captured wasn't actually from that first visit. He returned a few days later, bringing his camera this time. Whatever happened during his initial encounter left him wondering if the place was haunted, or maybe even cursed. Interestingly, Pablo mentioned that his camera had never glitched out during any of his past explorations. Except here. Maybe it was just a coincidence, but what he caught on film during his second visit convinced him that something supernatural might truly be attached to the building.
Wow.
Vamos. Oh, wow. Pequeña espina. Cállate, cállate. Ah, bueno. Tenemos una escalera. Sí, definitivamente se nota que era... Bueno, es muy baja la entrada. Wow. Draco, vení. Bueno, definitivamente no quiere entrar. Es por algo. Vení, Draco. Realmente me siento como bastante acelerado el pulso. Hay una energía definitivamente fuerte. Draco, vení, él me sigue todo. Vení, entra. Eso. No. No. Bueno, me voy acá. Me voy acá porque no. Estoy empezando a sentir.
As it turns out, the structure was once a church, now abandoned and decaying. But it wasn't just Pablo who felt disturbed. His dog, Draco, seemed especially uneasy. While Draco was perfectly fine exploring the forest earlier, he became visibly hesitant when they neared the church. Pablo even says on camera that something about this place just doesn't feel right. According to local legend, the church is haunted, and Pablo's experience seems to support that claim. A few days later, Pablo returned once more, this time at night. Again, Draco was with him, and just like...
Why would you do that? Like, at night? What makes you just think, yeah, I'm just gonna return back to this church, even though it's like, I think it's haunted. I'm gonna return back to this church to see what's up. Like, do you need more evidence that it's haunted? Your dog did not even want to walk in the building. It was hesitant. It walked in for 5 seconds and walked right out. Less than 5 seconds.
Before, the dog began acting strangely.
Poco nervioso, debería decirlo. Vení, Draco, vení. Draco. Por fin subió. Vení. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué no querés estar acá? Vení. ¿Qué hay? Draco. Draco. Vení.
Something unseen seemed to be affecting him. Was Draco sensing something sinister that Pablo couldn't see? Or was there something else lurking in the shadows, just out of frame? Whatever it was, it made Draco afraid. A general contractor was filming inside a property when something truly unsettling was captured on camera. He had been recording a promotional video to help sell the house to potential buyers. But after reviewing the footage, he made the unexpected decision to pull the house off the market. The reason became clear once the footage was analyzed. In one of the rooms, the mirror shows the eerie reflection of a dark silhouette. According to the contractor, no one else was inside the room during the time of the recording. So if no one was there, then who or what was it? At first, the contractor thought he may have just seen his own reflection and mistaken it for something ominous. But upon reviewing the video, his reflection doesn't appear at all when he initially enters the room. This suggests the figure couldn't have been him. Even more disturbing, the dark shape seems to move slightly while the contractor himself remains still. Whatever was captured in that mirror continues to baffle the contractor to this day. This video comes from TikTok user Danny Tumia, who was out for a night walk with his son when he captured something truly terrifying.
Windows are broken out, graffiti all over it. There might be a hole underground that leads right to the sewer because, you know, Rowan's got his pinwheel and he loves it. Man, I'm telling you, there's something in there. I mean, Rowan can smell it. I mean, Daryl can smell it.
What is it, Daryl? Oh, what is that?
And Rowan hears it. You know, look at him. Then my phone tweaks out of nowhere. And then this happened.
Oh, my light went out. Whoa, what is that? That's weird, my light went out. What is it, Daryl? I can't see. What is it? I see it.
Whoa! While walking in the dark, something catches their attention. The boy leans over a drain grate, and suddenly, their phone's flashlight cuts out. Then hands, presumably from something or someone, emerge from between the bars. Frightened, they quickly run away.
Yeah, that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If anyone wants to send me or recommend some videos to watch, I'm gonna leave my Instagram in the description below, plus my Twitch, which I normally do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a good one. I wasn't scared. I didn't get scared. I don't know. It just wasn't scary. It was iffy. I was iffy on it. Nah. Alright. Well, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Alright. Good night.